doesn't like free, right? Click on a challenge button and subscribe to my free 30-day real estate investing video challenge. Every day you'll get a video on how I built my business doing nearly a deal per day. It's 2.5 hours of industrial strength training. Hey, this is Peter Vekselman. So I want to talk to you today about what I call baselining in this business. So what made me think about this is a couple weeks ago I just had a regular general physical done, and the doctor said I want to get some blood work just so I can establish a baseline. And we all know what that means, just some kind of a starting point, some kind of a measuring stick that we could work off what's happened in the past, definitely work on what's happening in the future. Well, that's my question to you. Do you have a baseline in this business? See, if you don't have some kind of a baseline of where you're working with, you could be off literally just, almost running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You could be literally going off on a tangent without getting any kind of results. So it is very important that you have a baseline of activities you're doing in this business. Look, we all know activities in this business. There's marketing, there's talking to sellers, there's maybe sending something out, there's taking calls, there's negotiations, there's submitting offers, there's maybe working with real estate agents. You could baseline how many deals you have going on at the same time. You could baseline how many contractors that you're working with. You could baseline in terms of money that you're raising, where are you at with all this. So pretty much, how many closings you're having. So pretty much anything in this business could be baseline. And my suggestion to you is that you do establish some kind of a baseline. So that way you have a measuring stick of how well you're doing. So for instance, let's say your baseline for the last 3 or 5 weeks in terms of making offers has been maybe about 15 or 20 on a weekly basis. Well, guess what? If you have that jotted down somewhere, if you have that plotted out, you now know what you have to do either to increase your numbers, decrease your numbers, or be happy with your numbers, okay? But what happens a lot of times in this business, because people have no establishment of any baseline, of any kind of activity, they're making decisions kind of up in the wind. They're just kind of which way the wind blows. Like for instance, they have no idea that the reason to maybe only have 2 or 3 deals going on a monthly basis is because you're only maybe submitting 10 or 15 offers on a weekly basis. And so what happens, you could pinpoint that right away as a correlation, your offers to deals, and now you know what you got to do. If you want to go from 1 or 2 deals a month to 3 to 4, this is one of the things you got to increase your baseline over. So critical to establish a baseline. So you could work and treat this like a business owner that you really are when you're a real estate investor. So lay out what you're doing, whatever technique you're doing, whatever strategy you're doing, whether you're beginning in this business, an intermediate investor, or a savvy investor, make sure you got your baseline of numbers that you're doing right now. Figure what those numbers are, plot them out, chart them out, and then as you're making decisions, you're not just making decisions up in the air, but you're making decisions based upon some strong facts, some strong figures, some reality of what's actually going on. So that way, if you do want to increase whatever you want to increase, offers, contracts, deals, closings, whatever, you know exactly which numbers to point to, and you know exactly which numbers you have to get to a higher level. Hey, you guys know what we do here. We do a ton of deals, and I have a one-on-one coaching program where I coach people just like you to help become very, very successful real estate investors. So if you're a buyer or you know other buyers literally all over the world that are looking for deals in a Georgia market, specifically concentrated towards Atlanta, you need to be on our buyers list. By now, you'll see my email scrolling across the screen. Send me an email. Just say, add me to the buyers list. And on a daily basis, you're going to get some terrific, both ROI and equity-driven deals emailed right directly to you. The other thing, if you're looking to become a successful investor, whether you're brand new, just getting started, or whether you're doing it already and you're looking to be a bigger, more sophisticated, more savvy investor, I know I could help you do that. Again, you could either send me an email to learn more about my one-on-one coaching program, or better yet, right below this video, there's a link, coachingbypeter.com. You can go straight there and learn more about how I could help you become very successful in this industry.